So, there goes the train, and I'm now in the Waterfall. It's the Waterfall train station. Parking here. Waterfall train station here in the middle of the Royal National Park here. Directly in the wilderness here, directly in the bush. It's interesting. So it's not really far away if you live here and have to work in Sydney. So this is where the trail goes. Royal National Park. Here there's some sticks. People came from the other side. Okay. You are here and we go, seems like, here. In this direction. And then we go somewhere there. I don't know where. This I decide later then. Luna Falls, 3 hours for 6 kilometers. Never. But let's see. So it's 9 in the morning. And there's not so much happening here, and this is also relatively... it's not cold, but it's also not warm, so it's okay. It's perfect weather currently. There's also no sun. And then when I come back, because 6 kilometers and a little bit further, it's definitely not 3 hours. I go perhaps also to the Haymarket today. I wanted to go tomorrow morning. This would be perfect. This is definitely working because the Haymarket closes at 6. So it will definitely be possible to go there because I have to go there anyway in this direction with the train. So I've never been here in this area. Royal National Park, only in the coastal region. If you watch my video, I walked there from Bandina to the other town, Otro, I think. Forgot it. This was an exhaustive walk in October. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, this is dense bushland. And by the way, this is how it looks like. Bushland. This is why it's always called bush. You can't go through here. It's a dense bush. And it took decades, in the 1800s somewhere, to cross the whole country, because to find the way through the bush here. And without water, even more difficult. And here, if you look there, I'll go through here. There's soon someone, I think the sun coming out. And here you can see some shrine for firemen who died perhaps even here. And you can see there's also fires affected here, but several years old. The black trees parts there on the right side. This is now the Uluru Fire Trail. I think there's a sign now. Oh, there's a map even. Coronga track. Ulula Falls. This is where we go. A waterfall 30 minutes. Nah. That's not true. You are here. And we go then, this is a railway station, we go one railway station later than here somewhere. This direction. Someone shoot at the sign here again. So there is some kind of weapons here. I'm not sure. Lulu Falls. Lula. It's so quiet here today. There's even no planes here. I think the planes are going today from the north. When you watched my last videos here from Royal National Park, there were the planes going over the park. So this switched from time to time where the planes go from south or north, but they should even start then in south direction. I'm not sure. Saturday morning there should something go, but this is directly the route here. Naja, soon there's the sun coming out. Naja, no, I hope not. The sun is always, then you have to put your sunscreen on, 1 centimeter thick. So there's not really any change here. The landscape is typical Sydney surrounding bush landscape here, with this white kind of road here, and there's no one here. But to be honest, this is not really... What was this for a bird? Really the best trail here. There are much better trails instead going here through the bush. But if you are the first time here, that's perhaps really interesting, but there are much better trails. How much did I walk? 4 kilometers already. So it said 3 hours for 6 kilometers. And I walked now not even 1 hour. Tja. This means perhaps that I finish already before noontime. But this is okay. And then I turn back. Unfortunately, there's not currently something to see here, but there should be then someone later, a waterfall and such things. A basin. Now is the sun out. Oh, yeah, flower. And you can perhaps see in a very far distance there's the CBD of Sydney. And here is everywhere bushland. Oh, a train. Let me make a picture there. Oh no, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy now to make a picture of the CBD because the phone is in the backpack. And here, unfortunately, this is not currently, definitely not very much interesting here. Walking on this rocky path here, and I walked already nearly 6 kilometers in 1 hour, and it did not really change here. But I think there must be here below somewhere then a waterfall. I think this is the only highlight, but I bet that it's changing dramatically later, because it's always the same. At the end of the journey, it's getting much better. In the beginning it's boring. Let's see. Oh, some trash here. So I walked already 5.5 kilometers, And you see, here's a highlight approaching. By the way, this is nice rocks here. Nice tilted sedimentary rocks. And this is a toilet. There's a toilet standing here in the middle of the bush. To be honest, this is a little bit useless. But why not? There's even a fan blowing. There's photovoltaics on the roof. It stinks dramatically. And there's even they built a toilet here. So there is then perhaps increasing, no dogs, increasing chance, but I hear already some water, of some scenic things there. I'm so totally damaged from all the training I do every day currently. Oh, I hear some water. So that's the waterfall now. Oh, there's even a hole here. And there's some basins there behind. There below is also a basin. So here you can see the stream. There's a little bit some basins where you can have a bath. Yesterday was some rain here. Normally there's perhaps no water. Looks nice. And there's again this red from the fresh leaves. And I go now in direction Heathcote. So this terrain is much better. Oh, there's a nest, huh? Then the road through the bush. And it's getting hot again here. And this is, it says the forecast was for today 23 degrees. It's always wrong what you do. I had again some long clothes with me, but this was definitely not needed today. But you never know here. And now, oh, the cave here. This is a cave. And now I go back to Heathcote. There is a train station, and this is again 6 kilometers. And as I said here now, it's getting a little bit better. The view, but the trail along the ocean is much better. But I walked here on so many different paths already, so that I don't have a choice anymore than to look here around. So I will go then, because it's early in the day, I expect to be there at noon. and catch a train there. Somewhere between noon and 1 p.m. And then I will be perhaps 2 latest in the Haymarket. And then I can make some shopping there. Cheap direct Chinese outsourcing. And then I go back to the place where I came from. Oh. What's this here? That's an interesting red. It's perhaps growing again. Yeah, it's a typical sandstone formations here from the Sydney Basin. And here above, you can hear perhaps the planes. This was I told you. This is the planes landing again, or starting. I'm not sure. It sounds like that they are starting in southern direction. Typical sandstone formations here. Everywhere. This is much more interesting now here. Such differences here in the trail than from Waterfall. I can imagine how the people lived here. And this is perhaps even an old Aboriginal trail here. That's a nice viewpoint here. And once the Aborigines stood with the stick and had a watch out here, perhaps. I don't know. There's a waterfall, some water there, and here everything full with trees and bushland. You can see here how red the tops are, the fresh green, red. In this case, this smells really nice. So, we go further. There's still, I think, 4 kilometers to walk. And this time is over now for them. It's going into summer and now it gets warmer. Next week it will be nearly every day 30 degrees. And then it gets really hot here. Currently this is not too much. It's perfect. I see that my camera is now a little bit disintegrating. It's okay. It's really old. Now I made I think 200, 300 movies with it now. Nearly 1 hour. And when did I buy it? I think in 2017 already, or 18. I think it's already 5 years old. Still works perfect. Except what was not working from the beginning perfect. I wanted once to buy a different model, but it's still working. So when it dies, I buy a new camera because I don't make any profit from the movies. Now it's nice. This I told you in the beginning. This is always not good. The track now this is much better. Here, this looks really nice. There's also some variations in everything. You can see the nice plants here, some rocks, a valley here where we are now, and there's some people again. I think they are there, the waterfall or water stream. And with the camera it's very important to have a second battery that I bought in Australia, a second battery for $60. So I didn't want to film here, but there in the distance, there on the right side, there's a pool. Here you can see the stream goes here to the left side, and there's some people bathing, and we are now here on the Kalu track. Ah, this is the Kalu pool. Okay. Kalu track. Ulula turrets. Ah, here. Heathcote. Great Heart. 1 hour 15 minutes. 2.5 kilometer. Oh yeah, okay. There's a pool here from the train station not too far away. Interesting to know. Heathcote. Heathcote. 1 hour from the train station, and then you are in such a pool. But I think on a warmer day this is totally overcrowded here. Interesting. So the end was much better, indeed, than the starting of the trail. And I think now it goes up all the time here till the train station. It's 11:35. Let's see when I arrive. 1:15 it says. So 15 minutes later, we are on top of this cliff, ridge, whatever. Please don't pick. Yeah, they look nice, but it's over. They look really nice, and I've seen them the last week, but I think the season is already over for them. They are really big. And I've never seen it in wildlife, except in 2-3 weeks ago. I always wanted to watch them close, but now it's the time over. It is how it is. And that's the top of the cliff, 15 minutes later. I told you, I think. That's really rocky here. After so many people walk here by every day, it should be a little bit more in better condition, this trail. So this looks really good now here. This is what I want to have from a hiking trail. There's again here so it's many people coming along here now. The train station should be not too far away. Really an interesting sandstone formation here in the desert ones. And here you can see what has a bushfire done. Perhaps not too old. The ground is completely gone. It's regrowing for the last perhaps 5 years. But it's not so dense anymore, everything. So, would I recommend this trail? I would say definitely yes. Now it changed now to the better. So 6 kilometers would be perhaps great if you do it the first time. Perhaps not, I'm not sure. The first time is perhaps always this Bondi to Coogee walk the best. That's indeed amazing. But if you want to go nature here, that's relatively easy to reach here because of the train station here. You walk from one train station to the other train station here, and 12 kilometers is also not really exhaustive. If you do it slowly, it's perhaps 4 hours, very slowly. For me it took now 2 hours. When did I came here? No, it's perhaps 3 hours. 3 hours now. And if you do it very slowly, you can calculate. If you rest somewhere, look for the waterfalls and whatever. Absolutely nice. Definitely. It's also not so difficult. This is not hard here. If you go up here, this was mentioned hard. Yeah, it goes up. I would say it's medium. It's not hard. So I think in the distance I see it already there. It's perhaps 1 kilometer till the end of this valley here on the right side. Ooh. So you can see here walking on a cliff, and there's now continuously coming people. Oh. Nice cliff edge here. It's a little bit dangerous when it's slippy. But I think you would survive if you fell down here. It's really muddy here. Jesus. So that's my second last movie. Tomorrow there will be another movie, and then that's it perhaps for this year. And then I will return to Europe for Christmas. And then in January come back. But only for I think 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, whatever. So that's perhaps one piece of an upper stream here. And normally you don't see so often here water flowing. But here, in this region, this is possible. And it still goes up. I expected that it's over here. But it's not so steep anymore. Perhaps there are some when it will be steeper. It doesn't matter. So this journey comes to an end. No, 10 kilometers. I think there's still 2 kilometers left. Even more. I think that's it. There I can see some buildings, and there should be a train station soon. There's some huge kind of tropical plants here. Here you can see this. We have this in a small version in Germany as a decoration. So, it seems there's a party going on here. Nice location. In the evening perhaps with a fire. I think it's not allowed. So this is 12:10 now. What was it now? I think it was not even half an hour to go here. I think the train station is there. So if you are really quick, then it's half an hour. Not 1 hour 15 minutes. But if you're a little bit slower, then it's definitely 1 hour 15 minutes. But I think the train station is directly there behind the buildings. I think I can see it. It's only 5 minutes to walk there. So, thank you very much for watching. It's a nice scenery here. Carols among the gum trees, free barbecue. I think this is some religious catchery. Thank you very much for watching. See you then tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be a hike. Here, look at these plants here. To relatively short. I've done this already some years ago, but this is really nice. To La Perouse. In La Perouse, I will walk around this time in the castle, which I have never done there, and then go to trek to Botany Bay. Botany Bay to Cape Banks. I mean, in the distance are some tropical flowers. So thanks again and see you. Bye bye.